Welcome to the Lakescraft project YouTube series. This video will look at Lesson 1, Poetic Names. Names present a powerful and simple means of an author communicating a sense of place, of its identity. The study of names is a specialised field of historical linguistics known formally as onomastics. The 4 locations we will visit in this video have a potential source of their names explained by an author recounted poetically. We shall have a look around each site and see if each name feels appropriate. You may like to consider 2 things. Firstly, whether what you see meets any expectations created in your mind just from seeing or hearing the name without any other visual information provided. And secondly, why you think such poetic interpretations might have proved popular. The sites we shall explore in this video are Wallow Crags, the Tays of Scafell, and the River Cocker. Take a moment to consider these 3 names. But first, one little interesting aside. Derwent Water. The inhabitants here call it the Devil's Chamber Pot. We just had to include this interesting folk name, whose origins are completely unknown. Most likely a flight of fancy of one writer who encountered it on a particularly dismal day. Looking around, you can see the hills bowl to resemble such a pot, and the name is really rather evocative. But it is not an official name, it's highly personal, and so the reason for its origins can only be guessed at by looking at the context. Here we have Wallow Crags. The hills rear their heads in gloomy grandeur, providing a fitting name for the precipices amongst which, according to local superstition, a ghost is laid. The Tays of Scafell, as in the toes of Scafell. It is not possible that any name can be more descriptive, as they stretch out comfortably onto the land. And finally, the River Cocker, the sparkling stream, its very name suggestive of a lively, brawling, leaping river. Some nice interpretations, even quite apt, with the River Cocker evoking the boundless energy of a cocker spaniel, say, but factually, completely wrong. Some of the original meanings of these place name elements are instead Kukra, the crooked one, Walla, of the cold strong wind, and as for the Tays, well, although body parts frequently appear in hill names, especially noses, this appearance seems to originate from a meaning of lively or energetic, referring to the springs that fall between the jutting outcrops. But these suggested forms by the authors do evoke powerful associations of what the landscape could have been named from, which is why poetic name studies is so interesting. It is not necessarily a one-way process, and the actual histories can be interpreted in whimsical ways. It is that which might explain the popularity of such translations. Would an audience be more likely to pay for a dry, technical description, or one filled with wonder and ideas? Marketing at its very finest. Never let the truth get in the way of a good tale.